I have been thinking a lot about how my life has completely changed. My income, my job, my efforts, my energy, my family, my loved ones, everything, friends, even how I dress, my weight. Literally, I think that I'm a completely different person in so many ways than I was only 4 or 5 years ago. And that can be a good thing and a bad thing. Right now, life is a lot tougher. The world is different. Work is slow, to say the least. Income is a lot less. I also have things that I didn't do well and I've failed at, things I've done well but didn't succeed at. So I've been progressing forwards, but I've not always been progressing upwards. And that's the tough thing that I've come to realize. Forwards is not always upwards, if I were to think it through. And, you know, eventually I have this hope that it's going to get back on the up, like a sine wave. It's just going to always do this. And I'm not sure. I'm like waiting for it. I'm like, okay, well, stop waiting for it to happen, or saying it's going to come, and just actually be in it and be like, nope, I am on the upward, I am going. And I'm working on that, and I think it does help a lot to like manifest. I don't like that term and so on, but moving forward in that sense, like instead of saying the new future, the bright, great future that I want is on its way to me, instead of saying that, it's I am in it right now, I have it, I'm already that person, I already do that. But when you can't buy the right groceries, or you have to pinch pennies to buy some cheap little thing, and you're like, ugh, I really shouldn't have to do this right now, but you are a responsible adult, so you don't screw yourself over as much as you can. I've found that this is just a very interesting thing, and I'm curious what you guys do to make that shift when it happened to you, because honestly, I don't really remember what I did last time I was going down and I brought myself up. It's been a while. And yes, there are things that I do to persevere through walls and break barriers and change and so on. But what I don't really remember is the things that moved it up, the success. Because a lot of success has to do with other people. You can't really do a lot on your own. There's always a Tenzing Norgay, so to speak, or somebody else. And I was helped significantly back in New York, and I have not had the help of the person of doing it on my own. And I'm like, well, okay, maybe I can help myself. How would I do that? What would that look like? And that is the big question. How can I be my own Tenzing Norgay? And I honestly don't know. I will get back to you on this. I will figure it out. But that is the next thing. I'm sick of just moving forwards. And, it's just kind of time to change. Enough is enough, as the phrase goes. And I think that if I keep doing the same things, I'm going to keep getting the same result. As I say, I hate cliche phrases. I got to stop doing them altogether. But, something's gotta give. And I've really hit this point where, I'm losing in a lot of ways as is. So I've got to figure out something new and put my nose down and stop watching Tubi movies and YouTube and whatever it is. And I am studying too. That's the funny thing. It's like I'm actually doing a lot of everything. Sorry, I always yawn whenever I record a video, but it's like I'm working out, studying, doing these things. I think what I've really got to do is just dial in the passion, find a new style of self, explore a new style and expression. And, I fight with a light and dark mode, and but I do think that I'm getting close, and I think that the passion behind what I'm doing is there, but it's lacking the confidence to go full steam ahead. And that might be the reason that I'm failing at certain things. or not successful, at least in the way that I want to be. And not think about, oh, I will be successful, that I am successful, but I can't. I'm having a hard time doing that with the lack of confidence in the direction. So I'm, YouTube, for example, I'm specifically talking about, right, is like, do I add gear to this thing or do I do it onto this other channel? I'm splitting it up and it makes sense. But then I'm like, well, what am I going to do for my main channel? Because I'm not going to just make videos for that if there's no monetary gain from it. How am I going to monetize personal development right now? It's always been a struggle. I wanted to do branding and I want to do that. But I'm going to figure it out. I think it has to do with just generally making everything in your world stand out and be cooler than you are or how you are and so on like that. Because for some reason, I've been told that I end up coming off as cool, or I know instinctively, I've felt that I know how to make other people cool, or at least look good. And I say look good from their media to how they dress, or from how they dress to their media to their hair to their behavior, help them get girls, help them be a better man. That's my inherent skill. So yeah, that'll be the main channel, and I would love to just lean into that so hard, but unfortunately people don't give feedback. I say, hey, comment on the video, do you want more of this? But people don't. They just don't. And I'm in an echo chamber of my own mind, but I do think that something's got to change. And if nobody's commenting on this stuff and so on, and people don't want to learn a little bit of, how to be a better man, and, from how I managed to be no fap for 8 years or something, to learning how to brand your online image so you can get better dates, and then brand your professional brand to get more money, or stop having opportunities fly by you, really is a better way to put that. I don't know, I'm getting lost, but that's my train of thought today. And also, I started filming this video because I changed some lighting around, and I just kind of like what I'm doing. It's funny because I'm using my computer monitor to light me over here, because if I turn off the main key light, this is bonus material for anybody else, so I started feathering it in. So if I turn off the main key, see, I just kind of have this, and I could light myself. If I'm looking at it enough in the front, it actually looks pretty decent. But so what I did was I used this as a fill light, just like that. So I went, yeah, I think that's pretty clever. Okay, that's it today. Peace.